9,000. Hey, Kira, I'm sorry. I thought I hit accept you into here, and I'm not sure why it didn't load you in here. We're on page 237 doing the application problem from lesson 36. All right, so yes, we get 9,000. When I do 30 times 5, Dylan, are we writing this? 30 times 5, Lucas. 150. Now we go back kind of up, and we're going to do the partial products, which is 30 times 35. Some of you did not do this part on your exit ticket. I'm going to start with the smaller box of 5 times 30. What did I get when I did 5 times 30, Eliza? 150. And I go to my next box of 30 times 30. Owen, 9,000. Now I need to write my answer. 0 plus 0 is? 5 plus 0 is? 5. 1 plus 0? 1. I'm kind of running into 9 plus 0, 9. So 30 times 35 equals 9,150. I want to make sure you guys all have all of that before we move on to the answer statement. What is being asked in this question? What are we having to come up with at the bottom, Sophia? How many chairs were set up? So, Sophia, how many chairs were set up? Okay, 9,150 chairs were set up in the gym. Period. I read, I drew, I wrote. I'm coming around and checking that you are going to have this all written in your book. When I give you a thumbs up, you're going to take out your whiteboard, maybe put your pencil on this page in the middle of the book so we don't lose it. And because we're going to be doing the problem set, obviously. So just put your pencil in there, close the book, and take out your whiteboard. As I go around and you're putting out your whiteboard, I got to keep it open though right now. What's up? I don't know, but you don't have it written, so I can't answer that question. All right, whiteboards will be out. You're on a blank white page, and I'm getting this pulled up. That looks great, Kira. Thanks for holding it up for me. And I am going to get my board open. So yeah, if you want to draw in the minute it takes me to open this up, that's fine. But remember, you have to erase your board as soon as I have my stuff ready. Carter, just pick it up. Sophia, turn around. Okay. Kira, do you see what's on my board? I want to make sure that you can see it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Erase your board. Like I said, we're on lesson 36 today. And what we're going to be doing is we are solving a 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication problem. We've been doing that. But today, our numbers are going to have numbers in the tens and in the ones for both numbers. So if we are going to change, let's say, Mr. Goggins, instead of having just 30 rows, you get 30 rows with 35. Let's say instead he has 34 rows with 35 chairs in each. So that changes the problem just a little bit, right? So let's go ahead and write on the board, on your board as well. We are going to have our problem 34 times 35. Now, if I break down 34 and 35, how can I break those numbers down so that I have a problem I can work with in a area model, or we can also call it the matrix model, like Simple Solutions. Owen. 34. 30 and 4, 30 and 5. So really we're doing 30 plus 4 times 30 plus 5, correct? And we're going to draw ourselves our board. Erase your board. Have this up here. You can get your nose inside your mask. Thank you. All right. I'm going to have a big area model, and I actually need to make it a little bit shorter because I need some room to write my numbers. Okie doke. And then I need to split it like this, like I did before. But now I'm also splitting it like this. I'm drawing it the way that your book will draw it. It looks slightly different than what Simple Solutions has, okay? I want you to see it how the book has it today so that you're not confused by it. All right, so our first number is 34. It's just a little bit backwards. 34 times 35. Match your board to my board. Okay. So in this first box, this top box, we're going to be matching up our numbers and multiplying 30 times 4. In our bigger box, we're doing 30 times 30. In this box, this top box, 4 times 5. I'm just matching up, right? Kind of like on your multiplication chart. I'm matching up. And 30 times 5. Okay, do we have all of those written? Yeah. All right, let's solve them together. Let's solve them together. So we need to be seated up. Ready to go. 30 times 4. What do we get when we do 30 times 4? I want you to look at all of these numbers. It's not so scary when we can identify some smaller multiplication. Lucas, what's 30 times 4? 120. What about 4 times 5? Say it. 20. What about 30 times 30? 30 times 30. 990. 9,000. No, it's 900. You know what I'm realizing is that the 9,000 from the first one was too much. It was 900. So our answer was off. It should have only been 900 on the first one. 10 times 10 equals hundreds, right? So that was Mrs. Pierce's fault for not catching that. But it is 900. 30 times 5. 150. Okay, so we are also going to use, on this first one, we're going to use partial products as well. So I need to write 34 times 35. 34 times 35. So I'm working kind of the smaller to larger answer, right? So 4 times 5 is where I start. What is 4 times 5? Scotty? 20. So I record my answer of 20. My next answer, I'll do it in a different color so you can see where I'm getting this from. My next answer is my 5 times 30, okay? 5 times 30. Not 34, but 30. I'm sorry, I'll get that so it looks better. 30. 30. All right, 5 times 30. 150, 150. My next answer, I'll do another color. Let's do, it's 30 times 4. 30 times 4. What is 30 times 4, Charlotte?
30 times 4 equals
120. Okay. Ooh, I'm running out of room. All right, and then my last one is 30 times 30. 30 times 30. Okay.
900.
900. Wish that wasn't there at the bottom. Oh well, can't do anything about it. All right. 0 plus 0 plus 0. 0. 2 plus 5 plus 2. 9. 1 plus 1 plus 9. 11. So our answer equals 1,190. Okay? All righty. Let's erase our boards and try another one. Okie doke. Oops, I skipped one. Okay. All right, we're finding the product of 23 and 31. So we're set product again is multiplication 23 times 31. How can I break down 23 and 31? Lucas, 20 times 20 plus 3, I'm sorry. I want that to look perfect so you don't get confused. 20 plus 3 times 30 plus 1. Perfect. Equals, and then we'll fill that in. Now I want to draw my area model, just like I did last time. Okay, so 23, 31. So our first box, 20 times 1 equals, then 20 times 30 equals, then 3 times 1 equals, then 3 times 30, or 30 times 3, however you would like to write it. It's the same thing. A couple of these should be really quick, easy answers, right? So we're just multiplying by 1 on 2 of the boxes. 20 times 1, quickly, everyone.
20.
20. 3 times 1, everyone. 3. All right, now these are the harder ones. 20 and 30, 30 and 3. 20 times 30. Hey, 600. 30 times 3, Anna, 90. Now we're going to record using partial products. So I need to write it vertically. So 23 times 31 equals. You don't have to do like that whole butterfly thing I'm doing. I just do it so you can show, so you can see what I'm thinking, all right? I always start with my ones and go to the left, right? Ones to ones, ones to tens, tens to ones, tens to tens, okay? So starting off, 1 times 3, Mason?
3.
3. All right? 1 times 20. I'm just filling in my answers from over there. Charlotte. 20. Going tens to ones. 30 times 3. Scotty. 90. Last column. 30. Did I mess something up on there? Oh no. Okay, 30 times 20. 30 times 20. Owen. 600. From there, we add 3 plus 0.
3.
2 plus 9.
11.
Ah. 1 plus 6.
7.
So our final answer is 713. Okay, how are we feeling about our area model?
Good.
All right, let's try one more problem before we go to our problem set. All right. All right. Problem 3, finding the product of 26 and 34 using partial products. Verify products using the area model. So we're doing both again, okay? So 26 and 34, kind of similar to one that we just did. Okay, pulling apart 26 and 34. Eliza, 20 plus 6. Oops, goodness. My marker, I'm working before I'm thinking. 20 plus 6 times 30 plus 4. Again, we're building our big area model. Splitting it up. I kind of like to do it this way so you can see that the values get smaller versus the largest value. All right, so we have 20 and 6 times 4, 30. And then I fill in my chart, fill it in as I go. 20 times 4, 20 times 30, 4 times 6, and 30 times 6. All righty, 20 times 4. Let's start off there. 20 times 4. Thinking. Jackson, 80. 20 times 30. Thinking. 2 tens times 3 tens equals. Taya.
600.
600. 4 times 6, Scotty. 24. 30 times 6. Owen. 180. So we've got all the thinking and the math part finished. Now we just need to translate it to our partial products. So we have 26 times 34. And we just start with ones. 4 times 6. Everyone.
24.
Going to my next one. 4 times 20.
80.
80. Thank you. Going to my tens to ones. 30 times 6.
180.
And my last one. Tens times tens. 30 times 20.
600.
All right, let's record our answer. 4 plus 0.
4.
Okay, this one's a little bit more. 8 plus 8 plus 2.
18.
18. 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 2 more, 18. 1 plus 1 plus 6. 8. All right, we have 884. Do we feel better about that?
Yeah.
You what? I think when you get it written out, what part do you not feel good about?
The area model.
You don't feel good about this? What part of it?
I don't really know. I don't really know.
Okay, just remember, we'll keep working on it. We're gonna have multiple days where we're working on it. I'm matching up, like I can physically take my finger and match up. Try your best to remember to just match up the things on the outside so they're square. Kind of like if I had, like I said before, let me just erase my board. If I am thinking all the way back to I had you guys do while you were at home. I had you fill out, this is like if we think all the way back, you know, it said 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and so forth. Do you remember that? And you had to fill in 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 1. It's just the same kind of concept. You're pulling your finger in to kind of lead you to where it's supposed to multiply.
Like the chart.
Yeah, like a multiplication chart.
Or the chart that we made on.
Yeah. Yeah. So just using your fingers to help you figure out which problems are which. But like I said, we're going to do a lot of practice on it. And then there'll also be some other strategies where you might find, hey, I don't like area model. I'm doing something else. Okay? But we'll get to those strategies in a little bit. So we have our board erased. We're going to open back up our book, and thankfully we all put our pencil in our book, right? Mason? Yeah, real quick. So you're on 239 now. 239. Can I kind of go through which ones you're doing and then I'll send you? All right, so like I said, 239. We're going to work through, like I said, some of it together and some of it on our own. So it says, in each of the 2 models pictured below, write the expressions that determine the area of the 4 smaller rectangles. So all we're doing for this top part is we're not writing anything in them. We're figuring out the multiplication problem that they started with. So if I look at they're both the same, but they have a grid for this one. What number is 10 and 2? 12 times, and what's going down? 14. Now we're going to use what we call the distributive property to actually solve it. So coming down here, they have 14 and times 12 equals 4 times blank plus 4 times blank plus 10 times blank plus 10 times blank. So if we break this down, we're going to need to show it below to kind of help us out. And I'm not sure why my thing doesn't want to zoom in for me. That's really the same as 10 plus 4 times 10 plus 2. That's what we're going to be solving. So if I'm kind of doing my little matchup thing that I've done in the past, what are the 2 numbers I'm going to multiply times 4? Carter, do you have a question? Quickly. Owen. 4 times 10, 4 times 2. What am I multiplying? They have an expression written incorrectly. We're going to be doing 10 times 10, and then 10 times what is missing? 10 times 10 and 10 times 4. We already have one that says 10 times 4.
4 times 2.
What do you think, Jaylee?
2.
Times 2. Okay. All right. Now let's try to figure out what each one equals to. So 4 times 10 equals 40. 40 plus, what's 4 times 2? 8 plus 10 times 10, 100 plus 10 times 2, 20. And so if we take all of those, 100, 40, 20, and 8, let's add them all together. 8 plus 0, 8. 2 plus 4, 1 plus 0, 1. So if I go all the way up to part A, I can say 12 times 14 equals 168. Now, sometimes it's weird because the book will include things that we did not do in our lesson. So that's why I definitely wanted to do all of 1A and B together, okay? But number 2 is more similar to what we've been doing. So if I break down 14 and 22, I have what am I really multiplying? What am I really multiplying? Owen. 10 plus 4 times 20 plus 2. Does everybody see where we're getting those two numbers? Yeah? Does everybody have that written down? Mason, do you have that written down? 10 plus 4 times 20 plus 2. Do you have that written down, Scotty? All right, down the side, 4 and 10. And then 20 and 2. If you reverse them, it's not a big deal. 20 times 4. Do you see where I'm getting 20 times 4? Do you guys see what would now go in this next box? What is in this next box, Scotty? 20 times 10. What goes in this top right box? 4 times 2. What goes in this next box? Charlotte.
10 times 4.
Not 10 times 4.
10 times 2.
2. Charlotte, we want to think of the 4 and the 10 kind of being on the same team together. They're not matching up when I'm multiplying, okay? So I wouldn't multiply those two, all right? All right, let's fill in our boxes. 20 times 4 equals, Owen, 80. 4 times 2, 8. Thank you. 10 times 20, or 20 times 10, 200. And 10 times 2, 20. All right. Now what we have to do is record partial products. So for some reason you can't see all my little lines. All right. 4 times 2, 8. Then I do 4 times 20, 80. Then I do 10 times 2. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 10 times 2, 20. 10 times 20. All right, now I'm adding 8 plus 0, 8 plus 2, 1 plus 2, 308. Okay, use. Number 2 is basically our example. That is exactly what I want your answers to look like when we draw number 3 and 4. I will draw with you what it looks like and help you set it up. You have to fill in the answers. So we have 25 and 32. I draw my area model. I have 25, 32. You guys have to do the multiplication and show what the problems are on in the inside. I'm going to write down also, you need to do the partial products on the side. Okay. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4 answers that you are going to add together to get the bottom answer. Number 4, same thing, drawing it out. $35, 42, 35 times 42 equals . Okay. You are responsible for 3 and 4. When you finish 3 and 4, you're going to go rip it out. Make sure your name is on it. Turn it in and go on Zearn. We have 15 minutes. Okay. Kira, do you have any questions about what we were doing?